theme. All over the place.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming, the media, the students, the parents that are here today. My name is Paul Wells. I'm here speaking on behalf of the Portland Student Union, a federation of student unions representing youth across the Portland area. We are here today to kick off our campaign against what most represents educational austerity, privatization, and standardization, against high-stakes testing as a practice and as a policy of evaluating and punishing schools and their respective communities. Not only does the administering of these tests waste millions of dollars in public resources, they waste the quality educational time we could be having with our teachers. In the place of high-stakes testing, we want a more holistic system of education that brings communities together, that brings parents, students, and members directly a part of the educational process together in evaluation. That's real education reform. It's reform from the bottom up. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome students from the student unions of Portland to talk about their reasons and commitments to opt out. I'd also like to welcome parents and community members who have graciously joined us today to speak about their grievances with high-stakes testing. Thank you. Katie?
Hi, I'm Katie Kelly, Kelly. I'm a junior at Lincoln High School. Since their first introduction to me in elementary school, I viewed Oaks testing as I believe they were meant to be viewed, as a definitive statement from some out-of-reach source on my own capability on the subject. This view continued in middle school when I tested poorly in math. Since then, I've considered myself a bad math student, despite the fact that I have no difficulty understanding my pre-calc class today. By administering a test that is created outside of a student's community for the purpose of definitive evaluation, we are bringing our students down. On February 18th, I'm opting out because I am more than a test score, and I, as a student and a test taker, recognize standardized testing to be a detriment to our education.
Woo!
Hi, my name is Bria Justice, and I go to Cleveland High School. I am opting out of my standardized testing this year because I've never done very well in reading. I've always struggled and had to go at my own pace, but the state's telling me that I'm in need of improvement, and that my teachers are in need of improvement, and that my school is in need of improvement. But I don't think that one test should justify what happens in the classroom and what I'm learning and what I can comprehend. And I don't think that one test should label anyone as in need of improvement, because there's so much more to those tests than just answers. And that's why I encourage all juniors and all future juniors to opt out until someone realizes that not all students learn the same, and that not all tests, there's way more to that test than just answers. Thank you.
Thank you, Bria.
I'm Tyler O'Kayla-Young. I go to Metropolitan Learning Center. I'm opting out on moral principle. Standardized tests create inequalities, not just socioeconomically, but in terms of our own education. Where is our civics test? Where is our history test? Where is our music test? All these things are being pushed to the side in lieu of, or in favor of, our math and our reading and writing. I'm not saying that any are more or less important, but I believe that these standardized tests are creating inequality across the field and making emphasis beyond certain subjects when others are equally important. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler.
Hi, I'm Caleb Gomino. I'm a junior at Grant High School. And in the junior levels, classes break off to where if you're taking a science, you could either be taking AP Chem or AP Bio or environmental science. So a science test or writing test or math test that tests on a certain group of values, it doesn't get the exact meaning that it should. It doesn't individualize the classes, which it should. It doesn't test the person that is taking it. It tests the collective of the students and what they should know. It's not something that's like, oh, you're in this chemistry class, you should be taking a chemistry test. You're taking a science test. So I believe I'm not a test scorer, I'm a student because of that reason.
Thank you, Caleb. Tasia.
Hi, my name is Deja Brooks. I'm a student at Wilson High School. I'm opting out of all my writing, my science, math, reading tests this year. The reason is because I believe it takes up way too much class time that can be used for necessary stuff that I should be learning. Today, my English class is taking a writing test, and it's going to last a couple days. Not only is it taking up time we should be using for learning English stuff, but we also have this huge, about 30-page paper we have to write by the end of the year. I should be learning what things I should put inside, how to embed my quotes, and what kind of themes I should be using for that paper, or anything else, my grammar skills. But instead, I have to take time out of my life and out of my English class to do the standardized test that's not going to help me personally, or my teacher, or any of my fellow students. Also, there's a science test we have to take. Like what was said before, all of us aren't taking the same science classes. We have environmental science, we have advanced chem, we have advanced biology, but they want to categorize you and just combine them all when that's not what you're taking, not necessarily what you need to know for life. I think these standardized tests are making us cookie cutter. They're not individualized for every person. And like I said before, they're taking up way too much of our class time that should be used for things we need to know for our future.